Howdy guys, welcome to the video for Elden Ring. My name is Ventus SGN. In this video, I'm going to show you a build I've been playing around with ever since I got the spell for Frozen Armament. In my head, I've been calling this build the Bloodfrost build. This build is a combination of sorcery and incantation. Now, before I tell you how I put this build together, please subscribe to this channel for Elden Ring and like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, so to make this build, you will need three key components. The first is the sorcery spell for Frozen Armament. This coats your weapon in frost so that with every attack, you build up frostbite in your target. Now, if you don't have Frozen Armament spell, please see my video guide on how to get it. You will need to use a wand to activate the spell, not an incantation seal, and have a sword or a compatible melee weapon in your character's other hand. For this build, I use a plus 25 Katana. On this particular Katana, I use the Ash of War for Hoarfrost Stomp. I use Hoarfrost Stomp because it arcs out in waves in front of you so you can preemptively attack targets that are closing in on you from the front, and it will also add to their frostbite buildup and possibly give them a second of stun, which will allow you to either hit another quick stomp or attack or dodge backwards depending on the situation. Just make sure when you equip your weapon with the Ash of War for Hoarfrost Stomp, you give it an attribute of either Standard, Keen, Quality, or Heavy, otherwise you won't be allowed to cast your Frozen Armament spell on it. Next, to make this build work, you will need a pretty good wand. Now, most wands scale off of intelligence, but if you're like me and built up your faith a lot, you can use the faith scaling wand, the Staff of Guilty. For information on how to get the Staff of Guilty, you can see my video on it. Next, what you will need is an incantation seal. Any seal will do because all you will really need to use it for is to cast buff incantations such as Flame Give Me Strength and Golden Vow for their increases to your strength and defense. And finally, the last piece of this build is the Rivers of Blood Katana. You equip this sword in your offhand so that after you cast your spells with both wand and seal, you can switch back to the katana and wield both katanas. The Frozen Armament spell has a pretty long duration, so you can more than likely fight whatever enemy you're facing and give them frost buildup along with blood loss before the spell actually ends. Along with this combination, you could actually consider using these talisman, the Graven Mass Talisman, which greatly raises the potency of sorceries, which is actually really perfect for making the Frozen Armament spell stronger. The Faithful Canvas Talisman, which does the same thing as the Graven Mass Talisman, but for incantations, which will enhance the bonuses from Flame Give Me Strength and Golden Vow. And then there's the Old Lord's Talisman, an item that extends the duration of spells. And finally, the Lord of Blood's Exaltation, which increases your attack power when blood loss is in the area. One final piece of equipment you can use with this is the Snow Witch Hat. This headgear strengthens cold sorcery, so it will give you an extra boost to your Frozen Armament spell. If you don't have that, the white mask works well too, giving you extra power with blood loss or when blood loss is in the area, Now, if you have any improvements to this build, I'd really like to hear about them in the comments. If you have any questions about this build or anything else Elden Ring related, please feel free to leave them in the comments as well. For more videos on Elden Ring, head on over to my channel and browse my playlist. While you're there, turn on my notifications so you do not miss an upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.